all new. What's in the bag 2025 edition. Many of you have noticed new irons in the bag. Yes, we're gonna go over that. We're gonna go over distances, everything's going, what I'm playing, the whole shebang. Let's get to it. Where do you want to begin? How about the glove? I use a Titleist glove typically, but I also use a Callaway glove. Many others are making great gloves, so I'm not particular about that. I am, however, particular about this, my 60-degree wedge, one of a kind, PXG, MrShortGame, Sugar Daddy 3 wedge, raw face finished, S grind, 60-degree loft with 7 degrees of bounce. Here's how far I hit this. Oh, I don't hit that far. And I could blade that with the best of them. And my 60, this is how far I like to hit this thing. Perfect. Oh, I love this. Tons of spin, 73 yards, 75 is about my number with the 60-degree wedge. That's all I'm after. In my opinion, it's my opinion, and I'm not paid by anybody in this bag, just so you know. PXG is making, I'm gonna say it, the best wedges in golf right now. Second up is my Sugar Daddy 3 S grind 54-degree wedge, PXG, 10 degrees of bounce. Why do I say they're making the best wedges? They feel the best, they perform incredibly well, and everything I've needed to do, the shots I needed to play, I've been able to play it with the lineup of wedges that they have. Perfect. It's like my 100-yard club, 100 to 105, depending on the conditions. PXG, Sugar Daddy 3, look at this bad boy. I mean, they're making the best wedges, which leads us to the gap wedge. You guessed it, PXG, Sugar Daddy 3, 50-degree, 10 degrees of bounce, S grind as well. That's a grind on the sole. Different grinds have different performance that they use. The S is, I like to say, standard. It'll look more like your other irons. The only one I really want very custom is the 60-degree wedge. All right, so here's my 50-degree gap wedge, and here's how I hit it. That's a great shot. 113 carry. 113, that's when I have 115, this is my club, typically on the course. So 113 carry, perfect. 50-degree gap wedge. New in the bag, pitching wedge through 5-iron. You're gonna see them from Callaway, the Max X Forged. These are spectacular. And I'm rocking the Fujikura 105S graphite shafts with a lambkin grip on here. This is my pitching wedge. We'll go over why I switched to these clubs as we go through our iron distances. Pitching wedge. Shanked it. That felt really good. Perfect. 131. 130 is kind of my carry number. If I have 135 on course, I'm typically hitting the pitching wedge. Same exact setup with the 9-iron. In case you're wondering, all my irons are 2 degrees flat. Whew. Nice tight draw. That's perfect right there. 144 carry. I'm right in the 145 number with my 9-iron. By the way, that lie angle is this right here. So I'm shorter, so I come down here, so you need to flatten this down. Flatten it. If you're taller, sometimes you need to make it more upright. I'll also tell you what ball I'm playing after we go through the clubs. 8-iron, what do we got? Carry number on the 8-iron. That felt great. 152 to 155. Usually around 155 is my number on course for carry with the 8-iron. If I have 160, I'm hitting my 8-iron. Usually, unless depending on the wind, but it's about where we're at. 7, again, same iron, same setup. As I go up in iron, I typically get closer in distance. Like you saw that 144, then 152, then this should be like 163, like about 10 to 12 yards of distance in these irons. Oh, that felt really good. Yeah, 164, perfect. That's my 7-iron. That's what I like to see. So 165 on course, 7 iron, 170. I'm hitting 7 iron, usually gonna get a hit and a release. So, but my carry number, 164, it's spot on. Then we go to 6 iron, everything's identical, same iron, same club. What do we got in terms of distance here? That was struck really well. Perfect 10-yard gap, 164, 174 carry. This is gonna roll out a little bit more than that 7 iron, so that's why we do it. But my descent angle is right there, 44.5. That's pretty good. For 6 iron, you wanna come in at that like 45-degree angle, so I like that. Then my longest iron in this set is the 5 iron. I just started finding that 4 irons weren't as easy as they used to be for me to hit. It's about a 185 to 190 carry. Where you at? Yeah, 185 carry. Nice tight draw right there. And this rolls out pretty good. So on course, you know, I have 200, I'm hitting a 5 iron. Even though I'm carrying 185 and getting a good roll, descent angle is a little bit lower. As I go in those longer irons, it's harder and harder for me to lift the ball in the air. That's why I kind of stopped and capped out at that 5 iron versus moving to that 4. Which leads us into my first wood. It's a Cobra dark speed 7 wood with a Ventus TR7S shaft. 70 grams. That's what the 7 stands for. I'm in love with this club. Easiest club to hit. And the TR red shaft for me has just been money. So this is where I could get in a little, not trouble, but predicament when it comes to yardages, because this is gonna go a bit farther than my 5 iron. So 7 wood here. I mean, I hit that so perfect, 212. So we went from 185 carry to 212. So as you can see, what if I have 210 and that carries 212 and rolls out to 227? Well, that's where we run into, like I said, that predicament. But then I like to do this. And I feel like this shot is the reason I have this club. Well, that shot, because that's perfect, 212 carry. And I can always step on it and get a little more out of it. But let's say I need less, and maybe I'm in the rough or don't have the best lie. A lot of times I like to do this. I just kind of open the face and hit a nice cutter in there. So if I'm in trouble, you can see I still get 184 carry with a nice high cutter. And if I just need more out of it, not a problem. You can kind of go after this and do the exact same shot. Just kind of chop down on it. I still get 200 yards. I can hit this club almost however I want many times. You just so much confident in a club like this. You know, that's a hold off cutter that just carried 206. So a lot of versatility for me with the 7 wood. Favorite club in the bag right now. So great job, Cobra. Never getting rid of this thing. Perfect 7 wood. Then we're rocking the 5 wood Paradigm Triple Diamond. Now, here we've got the Tour AD DI7S shaft. So again, 70 gram Tour AD shaft, not the Ventus from Fujikura. And this, for a long time, was my favorite club in the bag. It is super easy to hit. Usually, if I'm going for the green on a par 5, I'm pulling out this 5 wood. It's just been so good to me for so long. And miss hits are great. A little bit lower ball flight than that 7 wood. So you can see that just, I didn't even hit it very good. And you're still getting great performance out of it. 211 carry. 214 carry. These are just easy cutter shots to greens. Absolutely love this club. 5 wood. Let's see if we go after one. Par 5. Try to get home in 2. That's my Tommy Fleetwood swing. There you go. You can step on it, 235 carry. I mean, that's not gonna hurt you. You can see why I love this club. Rolls out to 255. It's hard to beat this club. So great job, Callaway Paradigm Triple Diamond 5 wood. That brings us to the 3 metal wood. Paradigm, again, Triple Diamond 3. Again, Tour AD shaft DI6S. So lighter in grams as we get longer, because the longer club need a little bit more control. 60 grams, 6 S stiff shaft. So for the 5 wood and 3 wood, these 280 shafts have been special. And so this is something that I don't hit a lot. I'll hit it off the tee a little bit and going for like longer par 5s, but I would rather hit that 5 wood going for it than the 3 wood. There's just so much more forgiving. But here's my 3 wood Paradigm triple diamond. And I can get that low hook runner like that, and that'll just go forever. But it doesn't really perform much better than my 5 wood. So I'm in that zone right now where I'm transitioning out of the 3 wood, and we might add something after the 5 iron in between that and the 7 wood. But I'm pretty happy with everything currently there because I can just work that 7 wood a little bit better. And this usually off the tee box, it's really good when I just teed up really low, but I like to practice with it right off the ground because you're just gonna get a lot more use out of it that way. Like you can always tee something up and hit it pretty good. But as you can see, we can work it left to right, right to left. And then if I'm just going for something on a par 5, depends on everything, I can still open this face a little bit and, you know, hit it pretty good, especially, you know, if I really want to go for it. You can get a nice high little drifter in there. But again, it's harder to hit than the 5 wood and way harder than the 7 wood. So I don't really get a ton of use out of the 3 wood. And when I do, it's usually just on the tee box. So I'll tee it up there a little. This is more of how I'll use it on really kind of short par 4s or narrow ones that I have to get good distance and find a fairway. And I can do that. 221 carry, it's good, but as you can see, it's really not outperforming my 5 wood. So this is currently on the hot seat. We're searching for something else to put in the bag in its place. Brings us to the driver. Like my Fuji head cover. I love that thing. All right, Elite from Callaway, triple diamond. So we're set at 9 degrees of loft, neutral settings for me, Ventus Fujikura shaft 5S. So pretty light. I have the 6S shaft in red, I've got it in blue, and I've got it like in black. So I keep messing around with those, but currently we've got the red shaft, and those are just different flex, you know, parameters, conditions as far as the flex, where it flexes, the kick points, the double kick point, things like that. This is the Velocore Plus. So the material and construction they use for it, Ventus is doing some awesome stuff, but as you can see, I'm not all Ventused out. Like my 3 and 5 are different. All right, so the Elite, this is my driver. Let's see what we're getting out of it today. It's pretty standard for me right there. These currently, my drives, I don't like missing left, but that's where we've been going. So we're trying to work that out because I prefer that. 148 ball speed, 263 carry with my driver with about a 2,000 spin is ideal. That's what we're rocking in the driver zone. So that's perfect. My ball speed's a little low at the moment. Again, we've been dealing with that, trying to work that out as well. But as you can see, when we're connecting, we're finding tons and tons of fairways. Elite from Callaway, triple diamond. My current favorite ball is the MaxFly Tour X. In case you're wondering, it's just been the best performing ball for the best price. So not a sales pitch. I do have a link in the video description below so you can go get that. I don't really get anything for that anyway, so it doesn't matter if you buy it or not. But they are, in my opinion, the current dollar for dollar best ball on the market. So I did a video on these balls, testing everything, so be sure to check that out as well. I use the Foresight Quad Max for the studio. So Foresight has a number of launch monitors, things like that, and some are incredibly affordable. So be sure to check them out for things that will work for you. Best bags in golf right now, Vessel. They make great bags. And so I'm rocking this bad boy right here. Love it. I would be rocking a different one, but the legs broke. It was a vessel as well, but I use it a ton, travel the world with it. So there you go. Check that out. Rangefinders, I always say, don't matter. They don't. Not really. Currently, I'm gaming the Callaway rangefinder. I don't even know the model. Doesn't matter. It works. Good enough. Groove It brush to clean your clubs. I keep that on there. I get nothing from them, just so you know. Oh, and if I want a video on my phone, on the course, I use, look at this, this is iRange Sports, little adjustable magnetized thing here. It's great for your phone. So you aspiring golf social media people, there you go. That's what I use just for the phone stuff. Pretty light. Stabs in the ground. Stabber on there. Go. Now you know what's in the bag, and nobody here pays me anything, unfortunately. So lucky for me and for you, I get to be authentic and honest about the equipment I use. So I'm not saying anything's the best because I'm getting a paycheck. I'm using this because I think they're the best for me. And not one person here is giving me any money. Thanks for watching. Love you guys. See you soon.